shouting in your ear, telling you what to do, and it just bugs me. So, yeah, it's actually, it's much harder than it looks. So all these millions of dollars that these guys are paid to do that TV stuff, they have to work hard for it. I mean, us unemployed race car drivers.
Are you finding it a little difficult to criticize the drivers? Not that they necessarily need it, but they need an honest assessment when something happens.
Yeah, well, I like to feel like I'm honest. I try to be respectful too. But, you know, I'm obviously partial to some, and I have to take that kind of out of it to try and do a professional job.
As you get set for this race, it's a different circumstance than you've had before. It's a one-off effort.
You can say I'm unemployed for most of the
No, you're employed right now.
Just for about another 3 days.
No, then you're working for us.
Well,
then you become a TV
true.
star.
That's true.
But it's a different situation. Obviously, you've shown that you guys have something. You've been quick. What kind of expectation did you come into this month with this team?
Well, I'm going to start by saying that the fan support that I've received on Twitter, in person, through email has been absolutely phenomenal. And when you're in the situation that I'm in, I feel like I'm talented enough to warrant a full-time ride. And I feel like I bring... Thank you. But it's, you know, there's times where it does get very difficult, and it may be very hard for you guys to believe, but this is all I've ever done, and I think it makes me who I am. I've had a tough couple of years, and to be in this opportunity that I'm in right now. Brian Herter has obviously been a teammate. He's always been a friend, and now he's my boss, which has changed the relationship to some degree, but it just seems like a great fit. It really does. Anybody that knows Brian knows he's a very astute business person. He'll never do anything that costs him money. So
wait a second. This is the pot calling the kettle black.
I have to. I'm unemployed.
Grease.
But it was a funny. Can I talk for a little bit? Is that okay? It was a funny story. I was blessed to have a fair few offers for Indianapolis, and I actually called Brian on something else. And he was like, "Hey, what are you going to do?" I'm like, "Well, right now I'm unemployed. I was playing with my son Sebastian in the front garden." And he said, "Well, what options do you have?" And I went through them, and he goes, "Would you be interested in driving for me?" And you know, with Brian, he takes everything very seriously, and like I say, he's in it to win it. I mean, everybody can say they're in it to win it, but he truly is. And he kind of said, "Give me a few minutes and I'm going to get back to you," because I explained to him that this could be potentially my only race, and I needed it to be a very competitive package. And when Brian called me back, he said, "You have my word, I'm going to give you a fast race car." And you know, with Brian, I absolutely believed him. We, you know, agreed a deal on the phone there, and then we did a contract the following day, and that's how it came about. But he's the kind of guy that's got a great group of people. The crew chief I have, Donnie Lambert's fantastic. He's brought in some Penske guys, ex-Penske guys to do the pit stops. He's you know, he's just got a great group, and you know, I'm kind of a fashionista. I like to think like that, so I'm sporting my William Rasts, and he's brought William Rast on board, Curb Records, Big Machine Records, and Forthside Solutions. So with that, I mean, it's a package that's very competitive. He's been able to spend some money. I'm sure he's been able to put a bit in his pocket too, which is good. But he's got that collaboration with Sam Schmidt, and that's worked out fantastically for all of us, and we've been very competitive, so it's been positive.
And the last time you were at the Burger Bash 2 years ago, you finished second. And
you promised me I would win if I come. That's what you promised me. You said, "Come to the Burger Bash, you'll win." Dixon did last year, so here I am again.
You also said that if you won that race, I would have the whole field here the next year.
Yeah, and you probably have. Knowing you probably have.